This one will be pretty quick. First of all, this is one of the reasons you can have the Pokemon ball or the pool ball. But if you have the pool ball, how does it work? We take out the hockey puck in the center, we replace it with cubes. I still don't know exactly which way. Take off the bottom, take off the top, clean it all out, and do what you can. It's round on the outside, but it's empty on the inside. You ever hear that expression? The other thing is, since it was such a big thing, okay, in American Idol, and she got up and she had 42 million hits, and she goes like this, and Elvis Presley goes like this, and it's the ship, it's the movement of the hips that makes everything go. So where do you think Matrix is hiding some of the stuff? Huh? I look like a sicko now, right? But it's true. Where are they hiding the stuff? You banged your head, but you can still think, oh, it's pretty warm. The hips of the ship. Something else I want to talk about is the zero theory. The zero theory actually works like this. Since God, or whoever you want to make as the creator, has the zero, because it's a hole. That's it. It's a hole. They call it 50 because it's 49 around it. 49 on one side, 49 on the other side. It covers like this, but the hole's still there. Not counting the amount of zero, but 1, 2, 3, and creation of 4, making the hole, because the 4 dice shows you 4 corners. 90 degrees can cut out that pie. You can go all the way around, and that's your hole. You went all the way around 2, 4, 6, and 8. Who do you appreciate? The H8. So then God, 1, 2, 3, 4, now equals 1, 2, 3 equals 6. 4 equals D. Now you can play with the letters if you want. Bad. But bad angel, that's okay. We add them up, it's too much. Doesn't matter. When you add them up, it's 10. 10 automatically gets to 16. Why? Because 10, the 0, since you're into the other world and you have the 0, you can use the other hand of the clock to go down below and count your minutes down there. Thinking. So, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's 10, and the 0 gets 5, it's 5 and 5 for 10, because of the letter E now comes into play. The E is the electronic. The separation from where you were, the E gets put in front of you, okay? The E gets put in front of you, and now you have an electrical wall in front of you, transferring you from up there. You don't need to transfer to here because that's easy to go to. You transfer it down there. So you only can go halfway to the center of the clock, and then from the center of the clock or the center of the dartboard or the center of anything, and you always have to strengthen the center because it's a little bit weaker because it's just a hole, goes to the other side. So now we get 5. So we start out with 10 plus 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that equals 40. The second part gets 25. The first part gets 10. Joy. Lovejoy. The comet. So now you have 10 and 5 is 15. The 0 gets a 6. 10 becomes 16 plus the 5 electronic world. That's 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21. Wow. Now we got to figure this part out. How do we calculate it all? Well, here's the ace where it started all off, because in the ace, can you see the ace? Okay. The A, the C, which is at the bottom, the inside D. It's all ACDC. So you put a line. So here's your line you put on that side. It looks like a 7. Now look at that F, a short line and a long line, because it's on an angle. This is right in the corner because that's the only way you're allowed to draw. So you draw and you get it in the corner. This one has half a space, and this one is at the other corner. It gets a whole space. You create the letter F. Man is now 6. Inside A and E, which is 15, which is 6. 6 and 1 equals 7. And all we did is put a cross with a 7 across the top because the answer's on that side. Man living goes to the... Man living is going left, but the answer is on the other side, or man living is going right, regardless, at the same time. So now you have your theory that A, B, C, D is 10, E is 15. The 10 brings you a 6, because you don't need the empty hole if nobody's coming. You don't need that 6. You don't need anything else. But because the 6 is the first one on the other side, it's just like the A. The A has a little door. Well, the 6, it's got a round hole. The square letters that we use. 70? 70. I should only run out of pens, right? Or paper. My biggest fear in my life is to run out of paper. So look, we already got a cube, number 70. But wait a second. Wait a second. Look at that. Same letter turned into an R. RV70, 70. See, it's 70, but if zeros are 6, it's 76. And you know why? Because there's an extra circle in the middle. A circle in a circle. 5 times 6, the E times the E, which is EF, where the E comes before the F, and it's the same sound as when you come after D and DF to EF, it's 911. They connect. You make the world from that. And on your calculator and on your keyboard and on your wherever you want to go, the letters and numbers and all the specifics they give you here, television commercials, Louisiana. LS, long and short. So anyways, we showed you how they did that. And at the same time, what is the A? Well, the A is part of your Urantia world, because first it went to a point and it was V. Now it's more like a U and it's a C when it's down. C down, C across. Do you follow me? This becomes part of the Urantia world. This is the first pi inside. Here's the one side, here's the other side, here's the middle. The left side is 7. The right side is 7. The middle is 13. 10 and 10. One of them gets an extra 1 because it's the 8 heaven. You see the H here that's over here from the 8? Almost like Honda. So we did that little piece there. That was fun, right? Another thing I want to show you is this is the end of the house. I want to show you. When we mark this, this is what you're allowed to do. I'm always changing my styles. I'm adding on new things. This is something new. Where all my 3s are on the corners is 12. All my 2s are in the inside. 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 2. No, 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. That's 8. 2 and 2 is 4. It's 12. 2 and 2 is 4. 16. Yay! 7. Because you have to count it all the time. You land on it and you go from it. And you land on it. I mean, the rabbit lands in one patch of snow and then he says, okay, let's go. When you land and you receive the landing gear and then you push off with the landing gear, you have made 2 moves in the same spot. You count every spot. So now you have 3, 6, 9, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. 20, 25, letter Y. Now if you run it, where we only have the one spirit, where it's the one single dot, you can run all the way around in your house because it's only 2, 2, 2, 2. What you end up getting here, okay, is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1, 5, and 5, 7, and 7. See the way the race is built? 5, 5, 5, 5. It's all 5s. So you have 8 waves, right? On the 8 waves, you're going to go 7. That's 2 ways. 5, 7. Oh, no. That's the next Hebrew New Year. That's the number for ISON, for ketchup, and the new roulette wheel they have in most of the casinos now, mentioning Orphalan, Orphalis, and I can show you a whole list of stuff you can do on the board. But not right now. I seem to have caught up with everything except for some of the artwork. Wow, what a month this was. What a month. So where we talked about 0, so you understand, because 0 is on the other side of E, part of the Christmas sock, part of the reason we jumped 2, 2, and 2 and 1 with the horse. But we jumped 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, and 6 goes, but he goes backwards once because he needs the 5. He has to go 5, 6, 7. He has no choice, and that's his 18, and that's the lock to the game. The minute he goes back 1 and brings 5 with him, he's in danger because he's bringing the machine with him into the game. His mind is not connected to the world of the machine. What a year we're going to have, my friends. What a year. I could be totally wrong, but the story is nice. It's like a little soap opera. You come here and you watch what I do. The other thing I wanted to tell you is U and Y with a 7 in front actually looks like July. And the other thing about that one is that when you add everything together, you have 4 3s is 12 equals 3. 3 by 8 is 24. 3 and 8 is 11. You have the CH for the Canadians hockey. You have the 8-11, which is in the center, the 8. Why do you have 3-8? 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is the piano center where you start with 7, the 7th key, and the first key is the 8. You're not 4, 9 anymore, Pluto birth. You're 3-8. You are part of that direct creation now, and we're in the other world, and it's all about 5775. Raphael, thank you for watching. There's probably so many more things I'm not quite sure. Oh, there was one thing I did want to mention. One of them was this. See the way the mustache comes under both sides? It comes out of one end and comes up here, and then comes out of the other end and comes up here. Here's the lock that we have on our hips. Right over here, that's where the cube goes. And then this is the top of our body with our feet in the air. It more or less looks like a horse, but anyways. This is how it works. It's a feeder, here to here to here, back to here, here to here to here, back to here to here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 1 point for an extra point. 3 points for the field goal. Thank you for watching 70 to 86 in the constellation of Pegasus. Time for lunch.